afternoon. Good Monday afternoon. Oh, it's hot again. But I got the bedroom air conditioner shut off, so I got this one on. It's 5,000 BTU, draws about 550 watts. So for a short while here, we figured we'll turn it on, and I got a package in the mail. Now, one of my viewers said he was going to send me a high voltage probe. And from what I understand, this viewer actually doesn't have any videos, but he watches my videos quite a bit, and he said he was going to send me a high voltage probe. I remember telling you that, and it's supposed to read, it's good up to 6,000 volts, which is fine with me, and also it'll work on the Fluke 73. The puzzling part is, not only does it contain an Uncle Dorkel stamp, but it's an awful big box for what I would think would be a relatively small, short, high voltage probe, and it's fairly heavy. But the name on here, which I crossed off, the sender's name, matches the person that is going to send this, said they were going to send it to me. So we're going to open it. Yes, we're on HD because this video is going to be short. I'm not staying out in the shop too long. So what I want to do is to get you on a tripod, and you will see what's in here the same time I do, because I have not opened this box. This is still sealed. Still sealed with the tape on it. Let's take a look. Before we do that, I didn't think Uncle Dorkel stamps were available anymore, but apparently there's one here. Okay. All right, let's cut this open. So we can find out what we've got here. Enjoy, Goat. Dave. Come on. No wonder this thing was so heavy. What is all this? UHF SO239 connectors. PL259. Eighth-inch stereo to 2 RCA. Quarter-inch panel jacks for headphones and microphones. Another one, quarter-inch jack. Toggle switch. Wow. I won't live long enough to use all this, Dave. Radio shack. Single pole, single throw switch. Wow. Let's get this out of the way so I can show you. Quarter-inch. I hope I'm in camera, as I had to shove this camera way up in the corner of my shop on top of my oscilloscope, and I can't see the viewfinder from the angle it's at. Quarter-inch to RCA, Another single pole, single throw switch, a push button. Now there was a time that when I was building things, these would be perfect, but I'm not building all that much these days, but really I should start doing something. PL259 butt connector, single pole, double throw push button switch. I can't read that without my magnifying glass here. Let's see. Illuminated push button switch. Double banana plug adapter. Little Radio Shack push button switches, I remember those. Yes, I did, and I remember these also. The heck did they call these? Oh yeah, UG176 reducer adapters. I got some off of eBay, but these look better quality. I needed more, so that comes in handy. Male to male RCA, female to female RCA. Quarter-inch to eighth-inch. Another PL259 female to PL259 female. Two PL259s. SO239. Quarter-inch microphone plug. More quarter-inch panel earphone and microphone jacks. Looks like eighth-inch. Yeah. Stereo panel wall audio jack. Alright, there's a lot of duplicates here. Size M coaxial DC power jack. They come in handy. Alright, a lot of them are duplicates, so I won't read them to you. Can't quite make this one out. Automotive rocker switch, illuminated, okay. Another quarter-inch plug. Another quarter-inch plug. Another illuminated push button. Gold-plated phone plug coupler, quarter-inch. Female to female 3-pin XLR audio adapter. I'm moving it around because I have no idea if I'm even in camera. I cannot see the screen on that, so I'm guessing. Alright, another one of them. And more quarter-inch. Right, let's start my own store here. I'll never use these things, Dave. I don't know, nothing in that one. RCA plugs, solder-on type. UHF to N adapter. and these are duplicates. All right, now let's see what we got here. Maybe I should have did this video in WVGA, because I might have a problem rendering this. Although I have less problem with MP4 from the codecs which they generate, my biggest problem is the MTS format. Oh, for crying out loud. Why do people do this to me? You're spending money on an old goat that probably won't be alive. Thank you very much. I sure do appreciate this. Oh. Okay, some more UG175 adapters. See what we got here. This looks like a high voltage probe. I was going to demonstrate this, but I'm going to have to drop the resolution down on this video in order to do that. Yeah. This is the high voltage probe, and this is the one he said that was, matter of fact, it's a fluke. And it goes into the, right into the jack of the fluke. You have to make very sure you get your polarity correct, because they're not marked. You could go in either way. I'm looking here though, I could be... I can't make that out, but I think this little tab here is the ground side, the negative side for the meter, but I can't read that. I cannot read that at all. And I got my magnifying and my reading glasses, so I think, obviously it's not going to hurt anything. With a digital meter, it doesn't matter, because it'll read minus, and the reading will still be correct, so that's not a problem. Okay, now we got something else. That's the probe. There's another thing down here. Plus some more. Here's a toggle switch. Rocker switch. Alright, let's just drop that back in the box. See what we got here. Another probe. 6,000 volt. Well, what's this one? I'll have to look at that in the magnifying. Unbelievable. Well, thank you very much. That's all I can say. I sure do appreciate this. Throughout the few years I reestablished my electronic shop, a lot of my viewers have been very, very kind, and this fella here offered the 6,000 volt full scale, which is what this is, and this is all I was expecting. This is amazing, all the stuff I got here. We're going to have to try this one out too. We're going to try them both out. So let me stop the video now, get the bench cleaned off. I don't think I'm in camera view, but I can't move the camera anymore. I'm up against my power supply. It's terrible. I just can't get this camera angles right here. I opened up the 6,000 volt, the one that was in the new in the package. I just took it out. 6,000 volts max on DC. And 6,000 peak on AC. I got 3 fly swatters here. I want to check the voltage. my son gave me his Harbor Freight, and like the other two Harbor Freights that I had, he's got this as a free one too, when he went down there with me. And it doesn't zap at all. I just got a little zing out of that thing by putting my finger in there. Just happened to touch the grid here a little bit. So you stick a screwdriver in here, you will get a little tiny spark. But these two here, these are both from Ocean State Job Lot. This one I bought last year, and this one I bought recently. These really snap the bugs really good. You can hear them whack. So I want to measure the voltage using this probe, and then I don't know what the range of this one is. I guess if I could get my magnifier and look at it and see. East Tennessee Calibration Lab, 5/15/13. Oh, it's due 5/15/13. It was calibrated 5/15/2012. I don't know how you'd calibrate these things. I thought they're just fixed resistors in here. Let's see what we got here. Model 80K, 40,000 volt probe. Okay, so this would be way too high to get any reading probably on these. So this is why I wanted one that's under 10,000 volts, but we're going to try them both out here on the Fluke 73. So let me get these fly swatters off the bench and get these meters set up using the 6,000 volt full scale probe first. And let me see if I can see the reading on the okay, I hope you can see that. All right. Well, you'll have to take my word for it if you can't see it. What can I tell you? All right. Now, we got a ground lead on here that you have to connect to the ground. So the ground in this case will be the center, the outer grid. So I got to sit down and do this with a magnifying glass so that I can see to clip it on the outer grid and not to short the grids out. So we've got to be careful here. Let me push the fly swatter. Okay, I didn't arc over, so I'm not. The negative lead is on the outer grid. Now, this probe, I got to center it so it doesn't touch the outer grid to short out when I touch the inner grid with it. If I can't do that, I'll have to get those little mini clips that I used before on an earlier video you saw me when I was testing the voltage and do it that way. But we're going to try to do it this way. Now, the only way I'm going to be able to do this now is aim it like this. I got to turn the meter to me so I can see it. It looks like 927 volts. That's the Harbor Freight. All right, I'll do that again. I got the meter face towards you. (910 volts). And it just snapped when I shorted it here. Okay, so now when my son gave me this, he didn't want it, so This would be candidate number 3 if I scrap this, but I probably won't. You know, all the fighting, fussing, and everything else, I'll probably be ending up using this handle shell to put the power supply in. But if this only puts out about 1,000 volts, and the batteries might be down a little, although the light does light, it might be down a little, and perhaps that's why it's not putting out like 1,200 volts like the one I had taken apart from Harbor Freight. Alright, now let's get the other one over here. Let's get the green one, which is supposed to be 3,200 volts, but the last time I measured it with the homemade probe, although it wasn't completely accurate, I got about 3,000. Now, let's get my lead on here. See if I can get it down here so it doesn't interfere. And I'll try it to make sure it's not going to arc. Okay. Now this, being higher voltage, might arc. You would never hold a probe like this if you were measuring 10,000 volts. We're only measuring 3,000 here, but still, it really isn't a good idea to hold this spot. You're better off holding it here, but I'm trying to get centered here. I don't know how well I'm going to be able to do that without arcing over. This thing is moving all over. No, it's arcing. I gotta go and put a, I can't hold it steady enough. Let's discharge that, because you know it's got a capacitor in it. Let me connect this here. This came off of them little crappy capacitor checkers that a lot of my viewers use and seem to love. It worked out for me. Okay, see, now we're insulated, so I just need to get this onto here. So we'll use a clip lead, which isn't exactly the best way to do it, but if I don't let it touch anything, I'll be okay, and we just clip it onto the end of the probe. We'll let it sit like that. Alright, we're on plastic here. I don't know if you can see that. I'll find out when I go to play it back. And I want to apologize for the noise. I can't help it. I'm about a foot away from the air conditioner, so you're going to hear, especially when the compressor's on. Actually, I think it's on now. There's like a little squeal. There always was a little tiny squeal, but it can be picked up in the audio. But it's the best I can do. I think it was quite loud when I was playing the video back on the camera when I was unboxing. And it sounded like it was drowning me out, but I apologize. I'm working under conditions that, I'm working under brutal hot weather again, and I have to run the air conditioner, otherwise I'll pass out here. We keep our house at 74, 75. The front room air conditioner is set for 74 degrees. Alright, I guess we better try it, huh? 3,053. So it's 3,000 volts. So this one's 3,000 volts. This is a $3.99 Ocean State job lot bug snapper. It would pay me to buy another one of these and scrap one of them and make the small one using this power supply, because this puts out 3,000 volts, and that's what you want. You don't want anything that's putting out only 1,000. All right, so now we got one more. This is the other one from Ocean State Job Lot that I bought last year. It's well used. It 3,000 volts or 3,200, something like that it claims. This was $5, and they still sell these over there too. So let's get set up with this the same way. Let's make sure we're not. All right, where's my button here? That's the only thing I got it upside down. That's the only thing I don't like about this one. I had to put tape on it and put a circle of black around it because I could never find the damn button. The button is even with the case of this. So let's connect this up and see what we got. Alright, let's get the end. Make sure we're not going to arc. The batteries on this is should still be good, but I've been using it. All right. $2,970. It's dropping though. It draws, I guess, a fair amount of current. These are AAA batteries, AA batteries in each one of these. So if I put fresh batteries in this is 2,900 volts right now. If I put fresh batteries in this, in this one and the green one, I'll get probably about 31 or 3,200 volts. So that's good. So they use a much better high voltage supply in these than they do in Harbor Freight. Harbor Freight never worked. I mean, all three of them, I can go out there and it doesn't zap any bugs, nothing. 1,000 volts isn't enough to kill them because you need something, like I said in my video, when they're between the outer grid and the center grid, which is the energized one, the high voltage potential side, if the bug is too small and the voltage is too low, it's not going to get killed. Even if it spreads its wings, it's got to be able to go through the bug, and if the voltage is too low, it's not going to do that. Alright, so this one gives a good loud snap too, as I will show you now. But it used to be even louder than that. The batteries have not been changed in here. So, alright, so we're getting 2,900 volts out of this. Let's turn the meter off. Alright, apparently, I just tried this off camera. Apparently this 40,000 volt probe won't read anything. And this is auto ranging and it's set on DC. And because of the fatter tip on the end of this, I had to use a heavy duty clip and clip it on there, then take my little lead and go in here. And this is insulated. This is on the inner grid, as I did all my other tests on. This is on the ground. So I push this, the light comes on. I'm not getting anything. I gotta have a hands-free operation here. I'm going to energize this. I'm not getting anything on that. Let's just see what we got here. Yep, I'm getting the high voltage, but this probe will not read that down that low. So I'm glad I asked for the 6,000 volt, but Dave threw in this one here. It may or may not work, I don't know, but it's not a big deal because I got my Pomona for reading up to 30,000 volts, and I don't do TVs anymore anyways. So the 6,000 volt is perfect for what I want. So anyways, let me go back to the 6,000 and we'll end this video. I'm going to leave these clips like they are. Make sure this is discharged. I'm going to take this clip off here, off the big probe. We're going to unhook the big probe from the Fluke 73. Turn that off for now. We'll put the big probe over here. That probe is 40 kV, so it's much higher. It probably won't even begin to read on this. This is auto ranging, as I said so many times. So let me get the other probe out. 6,000 volts, full scale, max is perfect for what I need. So let's get the thing plugged in correctly here. Alright. Let's see, are we on? The thing is, I can't move too much here. In order to move the fly whacker in view, you're going to have to push the meter back, and you won't be able to see it at all. Let's see if I get the ground in here. Alright, now let's take our positive onto the tip of the probe, and over to here we still got this little clip inserted in here. We didn't touch it, so we should get a reading. And if we don't get a reading, then I must be shorted out or down at the wrong grid. But I don't think I am. 3,000, yeah, 2,900. So it starts out at just a hair over 3,000 volts and then drops, because that's the battery. The batteries I got in here are the Sunbeam dollar store AA's. They're not alkaline. So if I had alkaline in here, it would be better. But anyways, so this is perfect for what I need. This one here is way too high of a range to use on these things. This would be perfect for television servicing. Like I say, I don't do that anymore. And what little I did at the time wasn't all that much anyways. Alright, so I think we're going to try to put this video together, being that it's MP4 720p HD. I don't think I have too much of a problem. If it does, if Windows Movie Maker, it's been working good as long as I don't make them too long. But if for some reason it doesn't work, I'll put it into Sony Movie Studio 13. It will increase the file 2.5 times the size, which is not good. But whatever. Regardless, hopefully you'll get to see something. I gotta shut this AC down. I gotta get into the house. I'll turn the compressor off. That compressor's been on all the while. That's how damn hot it is out. Whew. I'll be glad when the heat is over. So, that's it. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on another video sometime soon. Take care, everybody.